Do you love creating worlds for your tabletop role-playing games? But sometimes, just sometimes, you feel stuck or uninspired? Hi, my name is Gumi and I'm one of the co-founders of Quest Portal, and today I want to show you how you can use Quest Portal and our assistant to help with your world building. The first thing I want to show you is how easy it is to use our notes feature to create interesting locations in your world. So let's head on over to notes. And you can see that this is a note editor. I have some notes here on the left side organized into folders, and I'm working on my locations right now. I've already written something about some of the locations and I want to add to them. So we have Everspring, we have two taverns, one is called the Luminous Lily and another is called the Howling Griffin. And I know that the Howling Griffin is managed and owned by one of our NPCs called Grog Weakjaw, so I can add a mention to him here. Owned and operated by Grog Weakjaw. And now I've created a link between the note about Grog Weakjaw and the Howling Griffin. And if I click, I'm taken to the Grog Weakjaw note, and I can see that I've already mentioned the tavern here, so I can click back to go back. Let's do something more interesting. Let's have the assistant help us come up with a description of the backdoor room where all the hush-hush dealings are made, as you can see here in the aspects. So let's fire up the location. Let's do there's something magical about the back room and generate. Now, as you can see, the generator starts writing out some aspects, some descriptions, some atmosphere. I can pick and choose what I want from this. If I'm not happy with what happens, I can actually try again or discard, or if I like what I see, I can choose to keep it. In this case, I want to add a little bit to the prompt to make it better. So I want to add, there's something magical about the back room for secret dealings. I want to have the prompt focus on those secret dealings that might be happening in the room. And let's try again. And it's pretty quick to come up with a pretty nice description. And let's actually move this backroom description over to its own kind of description of location. So I can flesh out the backroom a bit more without it affecting the Howling Griffin note. And I can just make internal locations. Let's actually have that as a H2. And I can do the mention of the Whispering Shadows. So I've now created a connection here. Another thing I like to do is starting out with NPCs and like figuring out locations from there. So I think about characters often as a way to discover stores or locations within my towns that might be interesting to create more information about. So let's do a character concept. So I want to show you an interesting feature which allows me to direct the prompt to use information contained in another note. So I've already written some here, some of the text here. Half-elf woman and a blacksmith inn at Everspring sells weapons and equipment. And now the note is actually included in the prompt information, so it starts bringing in information from the Everspring note. And I really like this one, so I am going to keep it. I'm actually going to move Elara up one step. Right, I'm going to make a new folder and call it Shops. And within Shops, I want to create Wenthorns, which is the blacksmith location. So we'll start by creating a location. So let's do a smithery owned by at where Elara Wenthorn and sells weapons and equipment. And it will generate the same things, actually, the aspects, the description, the atmosphere. And now I'm just gonna choose to accept this description. I can actually go in and change some of the things I don't really like. Let's keep the other things for now. And I'm actually interested in knowing what items she might have available in the blacksmith, in the smithery. And so let's just do weapons and equipment. So let's do this. Common D&D 5e weapons and equipment for sale. List name, description and price. Format the results as a table. And the assistant will actually create a table for me. It will pull out the information it has about common items and weapons in D&D 5e and add them to kind of the list. And again, I can go in and I can tweak things, I can change the prices if I don't like them, but I think I would like to keep this one. And now I have a weapons and equipment list as a store for players to interact with. Let's actually do a little bit more with tables and using the assistant and tables. So I've actually written a little bit about the Luminous Lily. I have a list of regulars and I can actually create a rollable table. So this is a roll button and I can roll, and okay, number 5, it was Thromar Shadowfoot. That's in the inn at this time. But I actually want to expand on Grog's information a little bit. I want him to have a relationship with somebody that's a regular at the Luminous Lily. Maybe they are colluding in some way. So let's have the assistant help me out with that. So let's have him have a relationship with one of the regulars at the Luminous Lily. And what is that relationship like? And now it will actually pull up the Luminous Lily note. It would look through the list of regulars and pull out the information. And we can see that it picked Grom, the gruff dwarf blacksmith, often supplies Grog with metalwork for the Howling Griffin, from sturdy bar stools to intricate decorated pieces. So I might want them to pick somebody else. Maybe that's someone shady. And let's generate again. And now it picks Thromar Shadowfoot, who's a rogue. And yeah, I think this is a better fit for Grog, and having a relationship with somebody that is a regular at the Luminous Lily. Maybe he's giving him information about how things are going in the Luminous Lily as they are competing taverns. But this is all I want to show you for now in how you can create fantastical worlds with our notes feature, and how you can use the assistant to help you get out of that creative rut that we sometimes find ourselves in. Like I've shown you, nothing here is required for you to use. You can write out all this information yourself. It's just, if you like using the assistant, it's quite handy when you actually need it. That's all for now. Thank you so much for watching. I'll catch you later.